What's up, everyone? So today we're gonna talk about Sao Paulo. I'm gonna give y'all some tips about staying here, living here, where to go, what to see, what to avoid, how to be safe, my personal opinion on it, and make a comparison to the United States and some of the large cities there. Let's start right in. Start with culture. Sao Paulo, beautiful culture. I've never seen anything like it. There are so many different cultures here, and its diversity is equivalent to like New York City, of course. So they're on the same level with that. You have not only you have the Portuguese and people who are mestizo, and you have indigenous culture, you have African culture, you have German, Italian, Polish, Lebanese, Japanese, etc. There's so many different cultures here in Sao Paulo. It's absolutely incredible. Very, very diverse, beautiful place. And people are really proud, not only of being Brazilian, but they're also proud of being their home culture too. So they really expressive. Brazilians are very expressive, naturally. So I was born in the United States, but my paternal side originally from Ponta Grossa, so I came here because not only I wanted to get my visa, the digital nomad visa, eventually would like to obtain dual citizenship because, again, this is the country where my people originally came from. I would, it's a beautiful country. The culture is just, again, the people, everything here is just so beautiful. But let's continue getting into it. Enough about me. So, what about the people? Well, friendliness and expression. Brazilians are a lot more comfortable with themselves here, a lot friendlier. I have never encountered so many friendly people. It puts America to shame. How respectful and actually gracious, the gratitude that people show you too. Especially when you go to like a restaurant or a bar and you tip and you really show appreciation to them. People are very reciprocate. I always have trouble with this. They reciprocate very well. The reciprocity is amazing. People are, a lot different, a lot friendlier. And people are naturally curious here too. Always willing to want to learn something. And it's not like in America. A lot of people will stare at you here, but it's a friendly way. It's not like a lot of times you get stared at in the United States. It can be someone who's trying to intimidate you or somebody who is angry, and it's not like that here. It's completely different. So don't be scared if you have a lot of eyes on you, because sometimes people can tell you're a foreigner. I've actually been treated very well here in terms of almost being very few times where people assume I'm not born here in Brazil. Most of the time, it's completely different. I mean, people are literally just looking at me and talking to me in Portuguese. They don't even bother asking, and they assume that you're a Brazilian like everybody else. And that's very beautiful that people show that respect and aren't judging you. And there's no problem with being a foreigner, but I'm just saying that, that's just how it is. People are like, they treat you as you belong here. Not like a lot of places in the United States. But it's a very beautiful place. I've been staying throughout the Jardins, Itaimbibi, Pinheiros, in Via Mariana. So it's been a very beautiful experience. And I understand that these are like classe alta neighborhoods. So let me not just say like, because these neighborhoods are beautiful and they contain like the richest of people of Sao Paulo, and they're like well developed. You have streets like Ruas Freire, which are like full of shops and stores and cafes, and they're just extremely beautiful places. There is a lot of poverty, especially in the outskirts. Even by like Guarulhos, the airport, a lot of poverty. And it's, again, one short note. Excuse me if I say somebody's names wrong. I was not born, raised speaking Portuguese. Portuguese is my third language, so excuse me if some of the things are pronounced a little differently. I'm still learning how to pronounce some of the words, the neighborhoods and stuff. But yeah, places here, on the outskirts, even in like kind of the central neighborhood, a little bit north of it, like I think it's Tiche, Chite, Tite. I can't really pronounce the name right, but that's where the bus station is. That will take you to Rio de Janeiro or Curitiba or wherever else you want to go. A lot of poverty, homelessness, addiction, and crime. So let me not, say that the whole city is like, kind of misleads you. But then again, what is places? Look at places like, certain areas of LA, like Skid Row, or in Philadelphia, or even my own home state of Connecticut, my home city of Bridgeport, which is filled with, poverty, unfortunately, poverty, crime, addiction. Hartford, Connecticut, Jacksonville, Florida, Albuquerque, Memphis, Tennessee. You get the picture. So United States isn't perfect like roses either, but yeah, I mean, essentially, yes, there's a lot of poverty, unfortunately, here, but it's very, very difficult, when you see it. But unfortunately, it happens in many poor cities. Rio de Janeiro with the favelas, and it happens here too. But if you were looking for a safe experience, for me personally, I came here for my visa, and eventually I want to live here part time. So it's a little different for me. And what I'm looking for is safety, security, because I had a rough childhood and teenage years, and I've been through the whole ringer where it comes to people trying to rob you, shoot, and I've been shot at before. I'm not trying to experience that again and relive my childhood. So I want a decent neighborhood, because I'm trying to better myself in my life. I'm trying to live the best life that I can lead, and not, live in poverty as I was when I was a child. But, I'm just saying that because, when you come here, you want comfortability, and I guess if you're a tourist, you really want to come and you want the same thing. So yes, I would recommend specifically Itaim in the Jardins area, Avenida Paulista, that area as well is good. Villa Mariana is good as well, of course. Centro can be good, it can be bad, like the downtown Central area with the Teatro, it's Teatro Municipal de São Paulo, that's what it is, and the Mercado Municipal de São Paulo. That area can be kind of rough, but it's not as bad as some of the other areas. Pinheiros is pretty good, but you gotta be careful at night. That's what I call the nightlife is here. Restaurants, bars, very great place. There is a really nice restaurant that I went to. I actually want to give y'all because they were very, very nice people in there. I need to find it so I can show y'all. Honestly, I'm gonna find that right now because I think that they are. But just be careful on that specific street at night because there's a lot of nightlife there, and you don't know the type of people that could be loitering and hanging around, and you need to be careful. But it is generally a great area, and yeah, I mean it's just not bad. I'm not like trying to scare y'all, but you really gotta be aware of where you are, and Uber in and Uber out if you're a tourist, or if you're not comfortable or local. And we're going to get into what you should not do in Sao Paulo. That is a specific topic that I really think is important, and I'm going to look this up. This is it's Asian cuisine, and I don't think I've ever had anything as good as it, even here in the States. I think I found it. No, I did not, but I'll find it. I will find it for y'all because now it's kind of bothering because I need to find this. But yeah, I mean, very very great places. I also went to a restaurant called MoMA, I believe. Wait. I don't know, this is like the worst mouse that I've ever used. I don't know what's going on with that. I do not know. It is like literally the worst mouse I've ever used. But I'm going to get this for y'all. Y'all can skip through this while I'm here literally wasting y'all time trying to find this. But yeah, alright, while I'm finding this, let me go through some of the good shopping places that you want to visit. I visited a few. Alright, so there is, of course, an Avenida Paulista. You want to go to Shopping Cidade. And that is like kind of like, I would say, like the main shopping center in the city. It's a very great place. You would not regret going there. Shopping Cidade, São Paulo, that is it. And I also went to, this was in Pinheiros. And this was the other shopping place that I went to. Well, the Shopping Iguatemi. And that is where all of the luxury stores are. So that is a classy alta place. That is filled with Louis Vuitton, Burberry, Gucci. I mean everything. Every single luxury store. I don't think I've ever seen so many of them. It's a beautiful place too, and a beautiful bookstore too. So you definitely gotta check that place out for sure. Yeah, I'm trying to find this other place now. Oh my god, all these places I'm trying to find. But we're gonna look for this. Shopping Pinheiros. I think it's Shopping Pinheiros, if I'm not mistaken. Cause I know it was in Pinheiros when I went there. Not me not knowing where I even was. Yeah, I don't know what to go with this shit. This is the worst. That took me to Curitiba. Yeah, I have the worst mouse in the world right now. But yeah, it's the shopping mall in Pinheiros. It's very, all of the shopping places in Brazil are very safe. Lots of police and security, but these same safety rules that I'm gonna give y'all soon are universal there. So yeah, just make sure you follow them. I mean, that's pretty much it. Oh, it's shopping El Dorado. Shopping El Dorado. It's in Pinheiros. Avenida Rebusas. Shopping El Dorado. Don't miss on the chance to go there. Shopping El Dorado. Shopping Cidade. Iguatemi. Shopping. You won't regret it. So yeah. And of course, Rua Asca Freire. Beautiful shopping places and restaurants too. So you really are you're gonna love it if y'all go there. Now, specifically what I'm looking for, because I really need to show y'all this place, and I'm gonna find it. So Again, you don't want to listen to me babble. Y'all can skip through, but I'm gonna find this place for y'all because this was an amazing place. I can't even. Well, the thing is, right now when I'm filming, I'd have to log into my bank app to kind of find the restaurant. I think I may have found it. I might have found it. I don't know though. I might not have. I honestly think it is this one. So I think it's Momo. If I'm not mistaken, it might be Momo. And that is on Rua Morato Coelho. So Momo. Very, very beautiful place. That, I believe, is it. And I'm also going to put a video up on TikTok. So if I make any mistakes, God forbid if I make any mistakes. No wait, this isn't even a restaurant. I'm sure it's a great restaurant, don't get me wrong. But I literally just got the wrong restaurant. So annoying. But yeah, I'm gonna put a video on TikTok. So TikTok at 203 Jaden, and I will put all of the lovely places that I visited that I will recommend. This is just a video of essentially me going over things and rambling. So y'all want the actual stuff? Probably go to TikTok for that. I will definitely make a good video on TikTok. This is more just like a channel for like my podcasts and stuff, but I'm gonna get y'all a list of everything. This was a beautiful place. But let me continue on. I kind of wasted a lot of time trying to find this restaurant for you. It's not y'all's fault, it's my fault, but yep, alright. So, Parque Ibirapuera, I always spice it there, bro. Beautiful place. Go to Parque Ibirapuera. It's like the best park in the city. It's like their Central Park. I feel safer there than Central Park. I'm not gonna lie. Go there. So they do have capybaras there. The capybara in Portuguese. Capybaras, remember, they are usually active during dawn and dusk. So I didn't see any when I was in Parque Ibirapuera, but I also went to the Parque Cidade de Taranto, which is a little bit more. If you look for that, it's a little bit outside of the area that I went. You know, it's kind of like more of like a richer residential area, very safe park. So don't be scared about it. So just look up when you're making your trip there. It's a smaller park, Parque Cidade de Taranto, and very beautiful little park. It's on Avenida Cardel Mota. So it's a very secure, rich area, and you will find capybaras. They're sleeping during the day, but they'll be there. You'll see them. What else am I trying to say? The museum, the art museum on Avenida Paulista, the MASP. That is one of the most famous. That is up there with the Museum of Modern Art in New York City. The Mask, so it's on Avenida Paulista. Museo de Arte de São Paulo. Very beautiful place. You have to. That's something you cannot miss when you go to São Paulo. Avenida Paulista, the Mask. Look that up. Liberdade, which is like a Japanese-centered neighborhood. Very beautiful place. Don't miss out on that. I think I mentioned earlier. Oh yeah. You can stroll safely. For me, I found it Jardim, very safe area. Stroll around like below Avenida Paulista, like around the Huasca-Ferry, where all the shops and cafes are. Yes, very safe area. So last night I went to a restaurant, an Italian restaurant there. It was a very lovely place. And I'm so bad with these names. Oh yeah, MoMA Jardins, Modern Mama Astaria. Astaria. I'm not fluent in Italian, so don't criticize me. Yeah, very beautiful place. You'll love it. Check that out. And yeah, I mean, Sao Paulo, again, Zona Norte, like by Guarulhos, it can be kind of rough there. Like the outskirts of the cities, outskirts of like the Jardins, area. So you have to be very careful. And so let's get to the important part, the safety tips. The safety tips, extremely important. And this goes for the same as any major U.S. city. But the most important thing is your phone. Your phone, do not use your phone even in the best of neighborhoods, in public. Step into a cafe, a shop, something that obscures you from the streets, because the people that are driving the motos or even someone walking could snatch your phone, take off, and you're done. They'll take your phone. It's very, very commonplace throughout Brazil. But it happens in America too, so don't think it's just a Brazilian thing. Try to blend in. Sao Paulo, a lot of people dress very formally, business-like, very, very, very flashy. They know how to dress there, so try to fit in as much as you can. If you're walking around in beach shorts and a fanny pack, stuff like that, they may think, okay, you may think not only maybe you're a foreigner, likely they probably will think that, or they could just think you're from another part, more warm, like from Rio or Salvador, Fortaleza, or Natal, one of the other cities. But yeah, Rio de Janeiro is, a little cooler here during the fall and the winter, more business-like, and people dress very stylish here. So you guys try to fit in. Don't walk the street with your wallet. Take only your ID, one card that you use, your phone. Keep your phone in your front pocket. Always just be aware of your surroundings. True, again, these are same tips you should be using when you're walking around in Times Square in New York. But yes, the level of violence in places like in the favelas and the poor neighborhoods, yes, it's very comparable to the level of violence that you're going to experience in major U.S. cities and poor neighborhoods. But if you follow the right safety techniques, and if you use your common sense and don't use that phone and don't carry valuables, no watches and jewelry, if you're gonna wear a rosary or something religious, try to get one that's like $5 or $10, something cheap, in case someone was to snatch it and run. It's not like, oh, I lost $1,000 chain. You shouldn't even do that in the United States. I mean, I wouldn't either. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty commonplace. There's nothing like crazy that you really need to like, oh yeah, I need to like, go all out and look, like flashy. Because most of the people here dress flashy and they dress stylish, but they're not walking around with gold chains on, because they're smart not to do that, and they know. A lot of people on the motorbikes, even the delivery drivers, will steal your stuff if they give them the chance. If robberies happen, burglaries happen, you'll be surprised, because in the United States, people are so open. Like, they leave their front doors open. They have these big lawns with the, no gates on their house. It's completely different here. People have spikes on the gates, barbed wire, walls, cameras. That's my style, I'll be honest, because of the way I grew up. Most people in America don't live that in that sense. But I mean, better safe than, having to deal with the inevitable that could happen. But yeah, Sao Paulo is an amazing city regardless. Despite, the issues in certain areas. Of course you have like the cartels like the PCC here in São Paulo, the Comando Vermelho and Rio de Janeiro. But not to say it's not like you don't have cartels and criminal organizations like the Latin Kings, the Bloods, the Crips, etc. in the U.S. So right, that's just how it is. United States and Brazil both have their challenges, and of course there's great things about the United States too. Of course, both countries do suffer, unfortunately, from a level of political corruption that you might not see in Europe. And of course, inequality and classism, but nevertheless, Brazil has a very beautiful culture, and the people here are extremely warm, welcoming, and friendly compared to the U.S., so that's the plus. And, the food is great here. Again, things are just amazing, and I, hope that all y'all can come here and experience this culture, because it's something that you definitely need to experience at least once in your lifetime if you're not like me and planning to live here part-time one day. But that's enough for today. If you have any questions, concerns, anything you want to ask about Sao Paulo, you can ask me below in the comments. I'm always open to, answer anything for y'all. And I hope y'all have a lovely, amazing rest of your day. And until the next video, I will see y'all later.